I'm Priscilla Batzell. Welcome to the Winter Dreams Color Arts educational event showcasing color art affiliates. Each participant's video will be sharing a secret word that completes a quote. Submit that quote to Colourarte.com by February 9th for a chance to win a Colourarte $400 shopping spree. Leave a comment on each affiliate's video for the chance to win a $40 value Prizm pour set. Winners announced February 12th. Before we begin, I'm going to share my mixture with you for smears, swipes, and blooms. It's 25% GAC 800 by Golden, 75% Polypore, Vivid Polypore, and about 3% Just So New Gloss Varnish added to my mix. And I measure it out in a 32-ounce container because I like to mix a lot of paint in larger bottles. And I give it a stir if it's been sitting for a few days. Use my little silicone makeup mask, whatever tool that is on my Amazon link. Whoops, I made a mess. That's too bad. Oh well. So we're going to use some Purely pigments today. Actually, that'll see if I can get that up right there right now. And the Purely pigments are Sour Apple and Vibrant Aqua. I'm hoping my head's not in the way. Now a lot of people add their colors, Prizm pours, and Primary Elements to a varnish to begin with, but I find that the mixed version of everything is plenty for me. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to add some gold and diamonds to this. This is the Sour Apple. I'm going to put 4 drops in. I like my colors strong, and this is some strong stuff. I use these little whisks that I find in the surplus kitchen stuff at my local church bazaar. I don't think I can do anything with that. This is the spatula head that came off the handle that you saw me stir my paint with. I like to cut into them and use them. So that's a good color, but I want it a little darker. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And in order to get it a lot darker, I can probably just add a drop of, what did I say it was? Vibrant Aqua. But a little goes a long way with this stuff. And I've got a little spoon. So I'm going to add 1 drop, 2, 3 by accident. It is what it is. It should have just been 1. And that's how dark 3 drops makes it. But that'll be a good color with my foliage. And then I've got my mask ready, so I might be muffled for a moment. I like my sparkle intense too, so I'm going to put 1 spoon in there. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to add it to my pan of colors that I'm going to do a scoop on to the round canvas with. It's pre-primed with black. Hard to know. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida. This is Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. I have a 16 by 16 inch black round canvas that I've pre-primed, painted with Mead black paint. I have a pan, a shovel, a card that I scored and bent, and a chopstick. And hopefully those will all come in handy in a second. I'm going to use the lightest colors I've got. In this case, some Interference Violet, because it's made up and it's what I've got handy. And that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to use some Frostbite, which is a Prizm pour. The colors will be listed underneath the video somewhere, and if they're not, you can ask me. Alright, so there's the longest part of this process. And I'm going to try my little scoop first. I'm going to wipe off my scoop. I'm going to turn that around so I have colors mostly first. I hope. And as I go along, if I use up things I really like a lot, I'll probably add more color. Now I'm going to go to the shovel because it just wasn't quite enough. I want all of that color off the edge. Now it's time to grab some green, I think. Just going to swivel this around. I wish I'd put more yellow in there. Actually, I want, and I did not use, some Tuscan Sun. So I'll do some of that. What a gorgeous pan of colors, though. Totally. And if I get to the point where I want to stop so I can let it dry, I'll come back. And I can put some dots on. What did I do with my chopstick? There's my chopstick. Just dip it in my shovel. Hopefully that's not my head touching the camera lens. Yes, it is. Go figure. Try not to lean over quite so far. Grab some of that. I want some green foliage, and I have the green, so it's time to try and use it. If your shovel starts to skip the marks, then you've got to slow your roll a little bit. Clean off my skewer. Leave the paint a little. While it's still nice and heavy, you can pretty much manipulate it almost anywhere you want. I'm going to grab some more green because I really like the way it looks. No matter what your mark is, you can always go back in and add a little bit more. started to lose my paint, so I'm going to rest my shovel while the paint slides down. No matter how primitive the flowers are, they're still pretty cool. Pan of colors is pretty convenient just to use whatever you want. My secret word is color. I could just go super simple. I never used any gold, and I meant to, too. I put way more colors in my dish than I actually require. Sorry if I'm quiet. Focused on trying to make my stroke work out. You can always use a shovel to drag some paint up and to add more by just resting it. And I kind of think that that would make a beautiful flower, although I don't necessarily want that green on the tip. But I've got it anyway. Alright. I've only got a couple more places I want to go. I want to get rid of that green right now. Take a little bit of paint. Try not to drip on the canvas. I'm going to dip my shovel very briefly into the green. Although it didn't look like it took, it just left some red behind. And cool, we're almost someplace that we need to be done. I don't know how much time I've got left on the clock, but I should probably pay attention. Grab one more shovelful and dripped. Which can become another plant, stem, or flower head, I guess. Why not? That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget I have, or if you don't know, I have 33 playlists with 100 videos on them each. I have 2 books out. They're on my Amazon link, on the link tree below Show More. They're called Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. You can always dribble out the shovel if you can't. Oh, that was interesting. Well, now we've got a really interesting shape there. I think I'll do it again right here. Just the simplest placement of your shovel. And I'll probably put a few more dots in there, and I don't know if you'll be here for that or not. Just know I love you guys. I hope you come again. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much 7 days a week. And this looks pretty sharp. And I'll just keep working until you're gone. I've got some purple in here. I like the color change from whatever the paint is on whichever tool I'm using to the paint I'm adding. Don't forget there's a 20% off Colourarte coupon code below Show More underneath the video. I think that needs to be orange. Maybe we'll do both. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I'm going to say goodbye for now. If you see a couple more green marks, it's because I'm going to use my shovel right now, actually. Get rid of some of that paint. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Did I say that twice? Bye for now. Priscilla out. Or I will be in a second. Loving that green.